My name is Kelli Koski. I am a recruiter here at Atlas, and I've been with the company for a little over a year. My husband and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. We have 4 kids. They are 11, 8, 6, and 4. In the fall of 2017, I actually was hired by Atlas to start recruiting. I was so excited, looking forward to jumping back into the workforce. Was supposed to fly out there on January 8th. And on December 11th, 2017, I got a call that I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was stage 3 invasive ductal carcinoma. You're not prepared for that call ever. That moment, hearing those words, the first thing I said was, I can't have cancer. I have 4 kids. And it's just still that reliving that some days is so hard. So just to remember that. So immediately we put a plan in place, and probably within hours, Diane called me from Atlas, and she said, you are a family. This is your job. Get healthy and then come back to us. So that call, that moment will forever live on to me and be one of the reasons why Atlas is so important to me as well. And so my first day of chemo, I arrived, did not know what to expect. And from day one, my nurses literally saved my life. I had an allergic reaction to chemo that first day. And before I could even get the words out, they knew and immediately jumped into action, applied the EpiPen, called the ambulance, got me through it, and then got me back in for chemo the very next day. Every single time I walked in there, these women, these nurses of mine, had some words of wisdom for me, had some comfort for me. Not only were they incredible at what they did in caring for me and helping me through the chemo, but I had friendships with them. One of them gave me her cell phone, and I don't know that I could have made it through without that. I would text her almost every single time after chemo and say, this is happening. What do I do? And she would just calm me down. She would say, this is normal. This is this, do this, try this. And we have developed a friendship that I will forever be grateful for. I think the most incredible thing to know is they made me feel special. They made me feel like I was the only person in that room, and everything they did was for me to get me through this, to help me become healthy again. And I know I'm not. I know that I was special to them, but I know that these nurses give this care and this love and this commitment to every one of their patients. And that, it's amazing. It's incredible. I don't think they realize what an impact it has. You know, I am 2 years out from chemo, and I still think every day about the words that they said to me during my hardest moments. One of my favorite nurses would look at me and she would say, you need to get your shit together. You need, it's time for you to fight. And that's probably I still say that. I still remember her saying, okay, I'm having a hard day. I can't get down. It's time for me to fight. So they make a lasting impact that can never, ever be replaced. It can never be forgotten, not only with their patients, but with their families. They are, after surgery, when I was in the hospital, there were some complications, and I was scared and I was out of it, and my fever was spiking. It was a crazy time. And I know my nurse, who was my nurse 2 nights in a row, I have never seen her again, but she comforted my husband and my mom and let them know that I was in the best hands, that I was being cared for, that they were going to pull me through this. And they needed to hear that. So these people that cared for us, not only just giving me the medications I needed and helping me fight this battle, they also took care of my family, and they gave them the comfort that they needed to hear, to know that this was going to be okay. So I made it through chemo, made it through surgery, made it through radiation, and came back to Atlas, and I couldn't have been more excited to get here and to pay it forward, to be able to even give my nurses a little bit of joy in the places that they pick, and to take care of them and to give back to them and let them know what they do on a daily basis for their patients and for their families does not go unnoticed. They leave an impact on us that will last a lifetime. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about the nurses that took care of me, that took care of my family. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about what our nurses at Atlas do for their patients. I know firsthand the love and the compassion that you have for your patients every single day. I know it's not easy, and I am eternally grateful for everything that you have given to me, to my family, to every one of your patients. From the bottom of my heart, Happy Nurses Week. You deserve the biggest celebration, especially this year, but every single day for what you do regularly.